Well, what's up, everybody? Listen, I'm here today because I want to talk about this huge scandal between Pokimane, Fedmyster, all of the above. But let me get into a little bit of an introduction, a little bit of history. Here we go. I've been avoiding this topic for quite some time, but it's unavoidable. I'm going to talk about it today. But first, let me get into a little background information about this Fed versus Pokimane situation. Because in order to know what's going on now, we need to know what happened back in June of this year. If you guys don't know, Offline TV is a content house that started in 2017, and I think it has 6 members. Lily Pichu, Yvonne, Pokimane, Scara, Disguised Toast, Fed, etc. 4 months ago, 2 members of the Offline TV house decided to call out Fedmyster because he was apparently harassing them. And on top of that, Pokimane accused him of spreading rumors that they were dating, but apparently that wasn't true. So they decided to hold an intervention for Fedmyster because they were all friends, and they kicked him out of the house, and we all thought things were done there. Later on, Pokimane decided to address the situation about Fedmyster being kicked out, her side of the story, and she did it all on a live stream.
Alright, let's begin. So elaborating on the OTV/Fed situation. The guy informed me that Fed told him that we were together when we weren't, and that he told the guy not to tell anyone, not to talk to anyone about it, not to talk to me about it, and that was the first time that Fed just massively broke my trust, and I could never trust him or look at him the same way.
Fast forward to the present, 5 months later, November of this year. Fed writes a full essay. How many pages is this essay? 25-page essay with text message proof saying that Pokimane lied and the relationship was more than she was making it seem. They actually were intimate. They were talking. They were hanging out. I'm gonna go through that full essay today. But Pokimane actually also went through the essay on her own stream, and then she says this.
Admittedly, in hindsight, it was selfish that I wanted to still be friends and still be close. But I think he read that as signs of maybe wanting more. But in my mind, I was I already had this convo with you of not wanting more. So but also there was this cycle of we'd get close and I'd be I think you think this is headed in a way that it's not headed. We can't be this close. Because boundaries would be pushed and blah, blah, blah. I also want to say that I feel he implied we were heavily involved when me and Fed were never intimate, we were never sexual, and also I knew, and anyone who has watched his stream, he's kind of a flirty guy, right? So as cringy as these are, I don't think these texts from 3 years ago are indicative of much in regards to the things that I said were problematic in my first stream.
Oh, thank you, Pokimane, for clearing that up. But we're going to go through the full document and see exactly what Fed said because things aren't really adding up. But in addition to that, 5 days after that was released, Pokimane comes out with her own document. So many frigging documents. This document is called Fed. Once again, another essay. Oh, only 11 pages. This isn't that bad. But we're going to go through this, and this is Pokimane's side and response to Fed's document. Oh, great. It has an introduction. It has sections. She must have done well in school. This is a full-on essay. So let's go through the 2 documents. Let's go through Pokimane's reply. And I'm doing this in a stream today because I don't want to do it in a regular video. I don't have time to edit this. So everyone sit back, relax, and let's get right into the news. Okay, finally we're here. How's everyone doing? And now I can finally get into. I've been trying so hard not to talk about this on any videos because it didn't seem to interest me too much. But now that there has been responses, now that there are replies, here we are. Let's start with Fedmyster's leaked documents. Leaked documents, okay? Wait, let me make the chat a little smaller here because you guys are giant. Boom, I'll put you right there. Okay, now we're talking. Fedmyster, introduction and apology. This is gonna be a rough one. I have my water here. Gotta stay hydrated because this might take a while. How's everyone doing here in the chat? Hopefully good. Pre-recorded live stream, let's get it. I always start the live streams with an introduction, and now we can get into it. Introduction and apology. Hey guys, it's been a while. It's been about 2 months now. Let me turn on this music because it's like in my ear. I know a lot of you are angry, sad, and disappointed, and you certainly have the right to be. I did some awful things. I'm going to be blanking. I'm going to be censoring myself here. And that went unchecked for a long time. Oh god. This already sounds like a terrible essay. After some very low points, I'm in a better place now. I've been seeing a really good therapist nearly twice a week. Is any of this important? No wonder this is 25 pages long. Okay, here we go. I want to get to the good stuff, to the memes. I know there's a lot of good memes in here. As per his discussion, who's his? Oh, her. Okay, as per his discussion, taking time away from social media. Okay, so this is right after he decided to leave social media. Fedmyster, I'm talking about. After he got kicked out of offline TV house, and he made this. And then I guess he wasn't planning on putting it out, but then somebody leaked it. Let's skip ahead. Throughout the entirety of my absence, I've been doing therapy, addressing everything that happened. Over the course of that time, I learned a lot about myself and my hidden issues. Okay. To summarize, I'm very fearful of confrontation and mostly the unknown. Okay. I'd often make a mistake and choose to suppress it rather than confront it. Okay, this is all great. Seems like the first page is very boring. Wouldn't you all agree? Doesn't seem like anything exciting. Okay, so let's continue reading. What the heck am I listening to? Oh, it's Zelda. It's Zelda chill music. Good, I like this. My actions surrounding Yvonne and Lily, those are the two people that are in question here, fit into those categories, and I can't begin to explain how sorry I am for hurting them and ultimately jeopardizing our relationships. The consequences of my actions towards them have been miserable but appropriate. Every day I wake up and recall how nice it was being surrounded by loving friends and how stupid I was to let my actions betray their trust. Okay, because they came out and they were like, yo, this guy's sus. We need to get him out of the house. Okay, so now we're getting to the juicy stuff. I just want to say first that is this nothing to do with me coming back to streaming. Okay, after a tremendous amount of therapy, I'm here to shed some light and give a timeline on my side of things. Nice. So this is the Fed side. As you guys can see here, it's titled My Truth. I have already apologized to Yvonne and Lily privately, and this statement will in no way contradict their stories. This is written like he was... How was it leaked if he wrote it like it was going to be released? Instead, the purpose is to address the individuals that I believe are twisting the truth for their own benefit. Here we go, in bold letters. For my own health, I can no longer stay silent. Page 1. Oh, Pokimane time, guys. This is the Pokimane section. This is good. Pokimane is so annoying. Well, I want to read this quickly. I want to kind of skim it, and then I want to get to the reverse card that Pokimane pulled, because she was like, I read everything. I explained some of this, and now I have my own essay to write. Whoops. I just threw a Pokemon card. I'm sorry. How you doing, Pac Lenny? How you doing? Can you put the Discord in the description, please? Oh, snap. Okay, I'll put the Discord in the description because I know you guys, if you want to join the Discord server, it's in there. How was your Thanksgiving? I'm in Canada, so my Thanksgiving was months ago, but thank you. It was great. The purpose. After my time away from everything, I decided to watch the streams that were made about me. Ooh, watching Poki talk about all the things I've done with little to zero context, as the nature of our relationship hurt me pretty bad. I definitely did some questionable things and broke her trust, but there are some claims she makes about me. Okay. Yvonne and I, just friends, and herself that are either false, twisting the truth, or misconstrued. Let's get into the relationship with Poki, because this is his side. You guys ready for this? This is going to be good. Okay. The Foki thing. Okay, so Poki is Fedmyster and Pokimane. The Foki thing all started out as a joke when I made a picture of me and Poki, my phone background. Okay, great. A little simpage right there. She had sarcastically suggested that I do it, and see what kind of reaction from the community we'd get. I laughed and did it anyway just for fun. He's going into detail. It's like you remembered this. Obviously, the public started to pick up on it more and more, and then this all escalated when the Taiwan trip happened. This is exactly why you don't get into a content house. Content houses are ridiculous. The Hype House, the Team 10 house, like, you shouldn't do it, especially when you're mixing girls and guys. Things are gonna happen. People are gonna be getting a little too close, and it's gonna get a little too sus. This is supposed to be a work environment. Am I right or am I right? Sims are kind of angry, right? My day's going good. Thank you for asking. Okay, during the time in February 14th, 2018, during the Taiwan trip, Poki and I got really close. Ooh. A lot of moments came from that trip. I felt like the honeymoon phase of getting to know someone. Yo, this guy has mad feelings. And that was, and that's what it was. Okay, I'm gonna do a little skipping. I'm skimming. We started to have breakfast/dinner together every day. You guys are roommates. Who wouldn't do that? We became very flirty. Oh, here we go. Especially through text. Oh, the texts. The alleged elusive text. It was pretty obvious to our friends and roommates something was going on. Oh, snap. But no one really asked about it. There was the occasional ex-roommate walked about. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Man, this is the dream. Really connecting. Okay, so this is boring stuff. Here we go. The text. Now we're getting to the text. The text shown throughout are obviously just a small glimpse into our relationship, only chosen to show specific context that was never given. So here we go. Now he's giving his context. Let's get into this. This is going to be the cringy text. Yeah. Cover your eyes, guys. SM houses are trash. I know, like, it doesn't make sense why you would even live in these content houses, social media houses. Okay, here we go. I saw that you wrote in chat, made me blushy, heart. Hungry? Why would you include that? That was like the most nonsensical text I've ever seen. Okay, I'll look. I changed your name in my phone to Feddy. What? Okay. So he changed his name, her name in his phone to Foki. Great. I want Foki Ice or Feddy Ice. Or just Feddy. Okay, these tests are boring. What is this? This looks like regular friendship. What does this one say? Let me zoom in. Can I zoom in? You're into it? I'm feeling it. Poki, your eyes, lol, stop. Glittery. And effing look at him in... Is this... Oh, this is hurting me a little bit. Is this fan fiction that they're making? In adoration? Nani? Okay, let's skip those. Okay, here we go. Here's another one. We got the eye emojis. Wrong emoji. Okay, blushing emoji. Lol. I got lost in thought. Can you legit hear everything? Oh my god. Lost in thought? What? I haven't started. Taking care of myself, you know? Oh, shoot. Is she talking about... Oh, come on. Why would you be texting? I will comment shortly. Whoa. Peace sign? More like fist sign. Lol. Licky emoji. What is that? Rain? Water? Have fun. You too. That's weird. This whole side is really weird. Remember what I said? They're supposed to be business partners. They're in a content house together. This is super cringe. Ugh. And he's probably listening at the window with like a glass to the wall. He's like, "Hey, Poki, you done? What's going on in there?" Ooh. Okay, here we go. It continues. Good night. Nice. I'm still embarrassed, by the way. Decided I'll never close my door ever again, if you know what I mean. So you're saying I could just walk in right now? Okay, so the blue is Fedmyster, by the way. And he's like, "Can I walk in?" And she's like, "I hear you. I don't think you know what I mean." Oh, this is hurting me a little bit. Wait, what was this message? Okay, I think I might have to come in so you can elaborate. Remember, they're roommates. What are you talking about? Never mind. If you must. Literally locked. Oops. Jebaited. Oh, he went. Oh my goodness. He got baited by Pokimane and he's like, let me check to see if that door's unlocked. Ha ha ha. I can sense your frustration. Check again. Bro. This is out of pocket right now. Oh my goodness. Buzz Lightyear, thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Okay, here we go. Let's continue reading this. I tried to wait for you, but I have an interview at 11 a.m., so I gotta go to sleep. We can watch another time. Rest in peace, hummus. Wanna watch one right now? Sorry, I promised Lily I'd play a little Fortnite. Yo. I just woke up. I'm too hot. Gonna sleep in my room. I was gonna ask if I could come with, but it's okay. You can come with next time. He asked to sleep in her room and she's like, next time? I don't even know what to say. Like, to be honest, she's really leading him on with these text messages, especially when she's like a foot away. Okay, so now that we know the context, we know that she likes the fist emojis. We know that she likes to flirt with him over text and say, come over, come sleep in my room. And he's checking the door to see if it's unlocked. Let's see what else he has to say. We're only on page 5 of like 25. I'm gonna have to zoom through this. This is ridiculous. In March 2018, we had an honest discussion about the direction we were heading. Okay, good. They had a discussion. And she brought up some notable problems. A, we live together. Good. Okay. B, we are board members / own equity in the company. Also good. Don't do that, especially when you're business partners. This would be a conflict of interest. Duh. The conclusion we came to was to slow down and not spend as much time together. That's a nice way of her saying, I'm interested but not interested. Like, she's basically is like, I kind of want to hang out with you, but I want to keep my options open. She's friend zoning him. Okay, let's go. Not gonna lie, I was a little disappointed. Good, you should have moved on right here. But that, we definitely spend way too much time together. Okay, cool. They toned it down. That's good. They toned it down. April, May 2018. Pretty much the same as March, except she was traveling a lot. We texted, FaceTimed a lot. She would send me messages like, I miss you. I miss you? Is that like a cutesy way of saying I miss you? Or does she mean I myth you, like TSM myth? Because I know she had a thing with myth in 2018. I myth you. And refer to me as honey bun. Okay. Like, obviously, we're acting like coupley here, and whenever we're apart, we FaceTimed. I super felt like we were disregarding the conversations we had in March. Like I said, she's keeping him at arm's length. What is happening? What just joined? What is this? I'm reading all of the Fedmyster leaked documents, and then I'm gonna read the response from Pokimane. She just added her own leaked document, so if you're new here, make sure you keep up, okay? Obviously, I'm excited about this because, okay, wait, I missed something. I super felt like we disregarded the conversation in March and kind of just going with the flow. Big mistake. Obviously, I'm excited about this. By this time, I like her enough that I wanted to try to be exclusive. Okay, if you haven't kissed her yet, it's not a good idea to be exclusive. Maybe ask to go on a date first. Simple alert. Okay, more text messages. Text messages. They don't look like a couple to me. Yeah, they don't look like a couple to me either. It seems like two people who are just like in a flirtmance. They're just flirting with each other. And he had more feelings than her, obviously. Loki, more like Loki because she tricked and manipulated Fed. For real. Okay, here we go. Thanks for taking care of me, by the way. Apparently, he was gonna... Okay, I don't know what this is. Sorry if I'm super extra, just really love making you feel good / happy. Huh? What are they talking about? Oh, he's talking about bringing her McDonald's. I thought something else. Okay. Why do you... Okay. I just do. You're often stressing about things, and even if you aren't, I love helping in any way I can because it puts less weight on you. It just feels right. Oh, thanks, Fed. I'm lucky to have you in my life. Oh, ooh, okay. Have a nice flight, okay? Don't sleep on some random shoulder. Drink water. Okay, this text just makes him seem soft. Have you do you have your passport? Yeah. Do you miss me already? Ho 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 ho. Yes. Okay. So basically these are just them chatting. I miss you, Feddy. I'll be back soon. Okay, very nice. She's saying you're cute. Very nice. Let's move on. EDC 2018. What is this simp alert going on here? Whew. I'm zooming through this right now. What page is this? Page 7. Okay, good. So EDC 2018, it's a large music festival in May. Okay, I know what it is. Don't have to explain it to me. Okay, so it came around and I was roommates with Josh at our Airbnb. Of course, it's pretty obvious. I was texting Poki a lot and FaceTiming her. He hadn't said a single thing about it yet, and it certainly looked okay. Blah 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 blah. Speed it up. Poki is a very private person, especially with the roommate stuff, and definitely crossed the line here. My answer was ambiguous enough that it implied that we were dating. Okay, so Pokimane said that this guy Josh, but it isn't his name. It's just a mutual friend they have. Josh was like, Pokimane, what's going on between you two guys? Because Fedmyster said that you guys were dating, and then she's like, we're not dating. Why would he say that? And that's when she got mad and kicked him out of the house. But here he said that they were just insinuating that they were dating to him. Okay, that's a waste of a page. Boring. Let's get back to the spicy texts. Okay, playing VR horror games right now. Okay, heading home. I'm FOMOing too hard. Okay, she's missing out on the good fun they're having. Honestly, I'd give up a lot to be back there with you right now. These texts are really one-sided. Folky josts squads right now without Fed. Anyway, don't say that. You know you really want. Okay. What? Did he read any of these before he posted them? Like, sure, she's leading him on, but he's falling right for the. He's in the chick sand right now. He's getting deeper in the chick sand. Okay, this seems good. Waiting. Hey, I'm ready. Yay. Yay, you won. I wonder if you can call and watch at the same time. I think so. Just got Wi-Fi. Fed. A quick question. Yes, what's up? Are you calling me baby in front of others? No. I'm surprised you're calling me baby at all. Sorry if it bothers you. That's my favorite pet name, and it is boyfriend restricted. It's cute, but just feels right. I worry if we be acting too... Ooh, did she really say gay? You can't say that. Lamau, you're cute. Oh my god. It's okay. You're only allowed 2 a week, like allowance. So basically, she's like, baby is my favorite pet name, but I reserve it only for my boyfriend. But you can say it twice. What else? Monka S. Did they really talk like that with each other? That's a little strange. At least Fed got the balls to text a girl. I'm such a bad texter. Oh no, don't worry about that. Yo, Fed's an adult. Of course, he probably and he lived with her, so obviously he was comfortable with talking to her, right? They're roommates. They probably made content together. Like, so that's why he has confidence. So don't worry, don't even worry about it. These texts are super cringy though. Okay, good night. I'm here. What's the romance so complicated? Boys suck. What's complicated? Air thing. If you like me... What? If you'd like to give me space, I can do that. You're fine. Only thing I worry about with you is seeming too coupley in front of others before we actually are. It's a delicate and gossip-ridden scene. You feel me? Okay, here we go. So she's like, we're too coupley in front of other people. So basically, she's like, listen, I'm keeping you on the DL, but I'm still gonna flirt with you in silent. That's kind of sus. Super sus alert. Okay, what else did you say? It's a delicate situation. Okay, yeah. Outside the house, I always try to be discreet / private, but even to your friends, it's even more confusing to them. I don't know how to manage that or how you feel. Yeah, I'm not. Okay, great. This is great stuff. Depends on how private you want to be. You tired? I don't know how much you want to talk about this stuff. Oh, sorry, hun. Ooh, hun? Ooh. I want to be private until we make the jump. Then I don't give an F. But I feel like that's not decided. Yo, she's really keeping him on the hook. This is kind of messed up of her. She's basically saying, let's keep it on the DL. I'm not sure what I want to do yet. We're kind of coupley. I like it. You can call me babe twice a week. But I'll keep you posted? Like, what? Gotta be honest. I don't see the whole picture. The whole situation makes me Monka S hard. Don't say Monka S. I would have deleted him right there. Bro, yo, chat, what the heck is happening here? Isn't this weird? Like, what the heck? Ash is looking at the chat at the wrong time. I know. Yo, this is so messed up. Yeah, blue text is fed. This is all Pokimane. So Pokimane is really keeping him. Like, she's got a little nibble. She's like, oh, I got him. Okay, I'm just gonna leave him on the hook. I'm not gonna reel him in. I'm not gonna throw him back. I'm just gonna keep him right here where I need him. Oh man. Whew. Okay, here we go, guys. Here we go. Let's get back into it. I thought Asher had 1 million subs. Yeah. I thought I have 1 million subs too. Get back into it. Oh, understanding the boy scene a little bit more. Being ready to commit. Maybe date around or something. I don't know. Chilling for now. Oh, so she's saying that I want to date around. That's cold. I do think you're wonderful. Okay, right here, this text, I do think you're wonderful though, but you know how I feel about it all. This text right here is basically Pokimane saying, I do not want to date you. As soon as he got this, he should have been like, okay, fine, I'll date around too. He replies and says, you still want to date around? Just so I understand correctly. I feel like I should. She's trying not to hurt his feelings. All right. Okay. Should have been it. Don't you think you should too? As much as I enjoy being with you and as comforting as it is, seems a little rush after our pasts. Maybe I've gotten to date around more. Yo, this is kind of, this is invasive. It's really hard for me to figure out what's the right move is. I'm too weak for this convo right now. I shouldn't laugh. I'm sorry. Got the week to figure it out. I don't know. I care about you a lot. So yeah, this hurts to hear. Okay, this is something they should have talked about in person, not over text. But there we go. Okay, here we go. Now we're talking. By now you can imagine this is the cycle of talking again. What? This cycle continued throughout the years, and every time it didn't work out, I think I lost a part of myself. This guy's hurt. Oh my goodness. Oh, this song is good. What is this? Zelda and Chill. This is good music. Okay. Since we're on the subject, in her stream, she mentioned I would try to manipulate just friends to hate her / not be her friends. That is slanderous. My intention was that I wanted a friend to talk. Okay, so he's just talking about how Pokimane was like, he's manipulative, he's flirty, blah, 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 blah. Can we get to the juice, please? Let's get to the juice. Let's rewind a bit. 2018, Josh. The Josh story. The guy that told Pokimane that he's been saying stuff about her. I do it again. I'm not sure if this time is ever mentioned in Pokimane's stream or not. Anyway, after the texting, blah, blah, blah. God. He's going in. Anyway, after the texting in May when I was at EDC, we slowed down for a short time, but things would eventually start right back up again. In July, we were back in our on stage. Okay, so even after Pokimane was like, we should date around, they're back on. And then I noticed she started playing games with Steve. Pokimane's keeping other guys on the hook. Who is she? Oh man. During this Steve era, I definitely noticed she didn't seem as interested in me, but always kept giving me enough attention to still have her in my mind. That's how girls do it. That's how they do it. That's how they do it. Oh man. They're dating on the side, but then they have little Fed. Fed is chilling right there. He's always ready for Pokimane. Where can you find the link to the doc? Okay, so this document is no longer up anymore. I downloaded it, luckily, but Pokimane's document is up. I'll put Pokimane's document in the description so you guys can see it, because this one is up. Okay, here we go. Poki doc. Boom. There we go. And that's a Google document. Oh man. Okay, so right now he's saying that he's back on the hook. They're on again. She's talking to him. Everything is not going great in his mind because she's playing with his heart. Well, now I kind of tie in everything. Sometimes some time has passed and Steve and Poki start seeing each other. Okay, that should have been the hint right there. From what I understood, they were never officially dating, similar to me. But let me give you some guy's perspective. Now their things affected me. Okay, so he would come over a lot. Poki and I are neighbors, so I hear a lot. B wasn't completely over her yet. Yeah, that's rough. He should have moved out. The emotions I felt, to me, were similar to a breakup and seeing someone else with a girl you like. Can I get context here? How old is Fedmyster? Just so I know. Fedmyster age. Fedmyster's 25 years old. So 2018, 2 years ago, he was 23. Okay, that's pretty young. I was gonna say, like, the fact that he's so upset about this, he has to be young. And yeah, I guess this makes sense. He probably hasn't, yeah. Okay. Usually if this happens, you mute them on social media, avoid them, out of sight, out of mind kind of deal. Well, this is happening right next to me where I slept and streamed. This had a huge effect on me on my mental health, streaming mood, and even when I was streaming, all I could feel was anxiety. Oh, snappity dap. Of course, you can't live with your quote-unquote ex, even if it wasn't a real relationship. Where did I go? Friends. It was a hard pill to swallow, but after a while, I got used to not seeing her as much. Okay, good, great. Let's skip a little bit because this is very sad. Looking back, I certainly empathized with her. I could have invited her over more. And when later up she brought it up that she was feeling left out, I made it a point to start inviting her more. Okay, so this sentence here. Pokimane was like, Fedmyster has been ignoring me. He's been mean. He's not inviting me to things. And I guess he did that because he was hurt. Obviously. Why would YouTube delete your text? He deleted it. He deleted it himself. Okay, I just want to mention that this on and off cycle between us throughout the years, and when she'd see the possibility of dating or even start talking to someone else, she'd start to push me away. When she'd stop seeing them, she would start coming around my room and wanting to be close again. This is classic girls, guys. This is classic girls. They date someone, they ignore you. They're not dating someone. They're like, hey, Fedmyster, what's up? We haven't talked in a while. Come hang out. Let's watch movies in my room. This is just like typical female behavior. Or guys do it too. It's not a one-sided thing. I shouldn't say that. But in their relationship, Pokimane was doing it to him. Okay, here we go. I love when he outlines things. The sleepovers would resume. The massage would resume. And the flirting in general would resume. There were several times when she would get in my head and act possessive when she saw me interacting and giving attention to another girl. Okay, Pokimane obviously had feelings for you, clearly, but she wanted to date other people. She didn't want to put all her eggs in one basket. Haven't you watched Love Island? This is Love Island right here, okay? Didn't want to put her eggs in one basket. Okay, all of these things made me and Poki's relationship very volatile, weird, and strenuous because we lived with each other. Big mistake. And it wasn't so simple for me to turn off the feelings when things were off. Yo, you gotta turn those feelings off. Have you ever watched Vampire Diaries? Vampire Diaries? Vampires can turn their emotions off, you know? You have to do that. Jonathan says, she gives mean girl vibes, but she seems so nice. Well, she's a streamer. She has to seem nice, right? She obviously has to, like portray like an image of like, and she's like family friendly, she's brand friendly, so she's like nice on stream, she giggles, like it's probably a part of her personality, but like she's also, you know, manipulative in this way, but I guess it's not anyone's fault. Okay, here we go. She never really acknowledged my pain. Did you tell her about your pain? But I knew it might have bothered her to see me with other girls. Okay. Watching her stream about how okay, this is boring. Let's read the underlined stuff. I will say that speaking up definitely took a lot of heat off of Yvonne and Lily, and I'm happy about that. For them, I'm happy to say take the hate. Okay, great. Okay, we got more text messages here. So these are all like, oh snap. What texting app is this? Android? This is Lily Pichu. Lily Pichu is one of the people that live in the house. Did you see the video, the animated one? Oh my god, yeah. Okay, so this video is... I actually followed this guy. He made this video about Pokimane. Dude, I feel so bad. I mean, you reap what you sow. I don't know if I spelled any of that right. She was definitely coming off not so cool. There are a lot of details. So this is Fedmyster talking to Lily Pichu. And context missing though. No one says that though. Okay, great. So this is basically him just saying, look, Pokimane's getting hate. And here is Pokimane talking to Fedmyster. Fed, Jody on stream right now talking about you. Makes me wanna. Yeah, just told my stream to stop talking about her. She's drunk, but acting way drunker than she actually... I don't know what this is. What context is... There's no context for those texts. He. What's the second one from? One of my streams, a screenshot. Okay, boring. This is all I think this is just him reminiscing. You're saying you're thinking of me, right? Okay, sorry I wrote that. Miss you too, honey bunny. Oh, Pokimane back at it again with the pet names. Yo, back at it with the pet names. So I guess she sent him this picture. He's like, I love this pic so much. I'm crying. He was in a club when he was reading this. She said, miss you too. Okay. Oh God. She deleted the picture. I mean, he deleted the picture in the text thread. I deleted it because it means a great deal to me. Won't it post it randomly. You mean so much to me. Cringe. Okay. So basically this is just them being nice to each other. That's her really like making jokes, saying let's hang out. What? Whoa! Let's hold the presses. Here we go. It could be two friends traveling because that's what we are. That's Fed talking about going to Japan with Pokimane. And she says, you're gonna try to touch my butt every night. Don't lie. 100% chance. But for real, we can make it look however we want. Wingman me. Look however we want? So do you want me to wingman you or nah? Nah, I just want to explore and eat yummy foods. What? Are they talking about going on vacation? Kowalski analysis. It's all fun and games until pet names comes back. Exactly. Kowalski analysis. True. True facts. Okay, here we go. This is 2018 again. Just chilling if you want to come hang. Sorry to bother. You're fine. I'm so tired. Okay. What you doing? What is chilling? Laying in bed? You could sleep over. In your bed? Look at us. Out here living in the same house talking about sleepovers. Yeah. I don't know about your bed though. Okay, fine. Yours. Okay, well, he shouldn't have included this. Because this text message just shows how thirsty he is for Pokimane. She's clearly avoiding. Look at the avoidance. The avoidance tactics are real. Okay. Let's do this. Oh shoot, I didn't announce on Discord. Thank you, Armando. You should have set it to announce. Oh man. I think it only announces when... Not when I'm live. So if you are on the Discord server, it doesn't announce when I'm live. It only announces when... after it goes up, which is annoying a little bit. Okay, here we go. We got some more headings. I never wanted Yvonne fired. So Yvonne got fired from whatever the thing is called. Offline TV. In her stream, Poki says that I tried to get Yvonne fired because of the incident between us. This is 100% false. I never tried to get her fired. I always wanted her a part of offline TV. Just for reference, the incident between me and Yvonne was in December 2018. We were all talking about having her to move to other leagues and other streamers in October 2019 while she continued to work for offline TV. Poki claims she hadn't known about the incident. Okay, so this is all great stuff. Pokimane lied and said that he had tried to get her fired, but that's not true. Let's move on. Me working with Yvonne. Poki found out about the incident between me and Yvonne somewhere between May and June 2019, as was something Yvonne brought up. I remember being in Poki's room and was crying, trying to explain to her how horrible I felt, but putting Yvonne through that, how ashamed I was. Okay. But in her stream where she claims to have not known about any of it is false. Ooh, Pokimane lied. What's this? Yvonne didn't want to work with me because of what happened between us in December of 18 and wanted to fire her because of it. False. Pokimane lied again. I personally never brought up the idea that Yvonne should get kicked out of offline TV ever. Okay, so Pokimane lied one more time. Had a long talk with Yvonne. Also had dinner with Michael. Update me. I made a big decision as well. He wants to see / help offline TV succeed and wants to move in at some point. Okay. So these texts are saying what exactly? It shows that she knows why Yvonne was talking about moving out. Okay, so Pokimane lied. Got it. Pokimane wanted Yvonne fired. Ooh, Pokimane lied. Poki's claim in her stream. Can I click on this? Does this work? Here it is. We have context, guys. We have context.
The way put a huge emphasis on this. The way he shit-talked Yvonne and Lily to me and others, particularly, I will just recount my experience, is so frustrating knowing what happened between them.
Oh.
The Yvonne incident happened, and Fed would start talking to me. I'm so sorry for being emotional.
Oh.
He would talk to me about how Yvonne was lazy and not working enough and playing League all the time.
Oh.
And I was concerned. And he would say, oh, she won't work on OTV stuff with me or brainstorm. Put a huge emphasis on this.
There we go. There we go. That's good. And thank you, Domi. You're completely right. I definitely don't want to skip anything because there's a lot of context in here that I might miss. But I am speed reading at the same time that I'm skipping. Ooh, this is great stuff. This is... Oh, no. It's put me way back up here. Okay, where were we? We're on... So I gotta start clicking on those links, too. What else did I miss? Oh, the sleepovers. Wait, let's see what the sleepovers... Oh, they're just text. Okay. So I read those already. Oh, can we talk about the song for a second? Okay, turn that back down. Okay, so let's go back to where we were. We are... Pokimane's claim that he wanted Yvonne fired, and that's the video we just watched. So this is where things get really dicey. Oh, here we go. We moved into the new house, and we have that new remote assistant. She's doing an awesome job and really helps me accelerate projects and run errands for me that I would otherwise not have time to do. Okay, he started streaming again, basically. Yvonne, since her primary focus was merch, had a lot of free time. So naturally, she started streaming a lot more regularly and making YouTube videos, something she really wanted to do. I was happy we found a middle ground for her, truly. Some months had passed. I get a text from Poki with screenshots of our conversation with Lily. She brings up her concerns about Yvonne becoming a content creator. Ooh, so Pokimane has concerns about Yvonne. Yo, remember when people would text other people and... Oh, thank you for subscribing, Lewis. Remember when people would text other people and it would stay private? Not anymore. She responds with... I respond by saying I thought we were cool with her going the content creator route. She responds with no. She started complaining that she was getting sponsor deals, posting a lot on her YouTube, etc. She said it's a very weird, in my opinion. To me, it was obvious Yvonne wanted to go down the content creator route, and it's been that way for months. Where I did agree, it would have been a good moment to step up. Okay, great. Poki suggested getting together and making a decision as a group. She first brought this up to Lily, then me, and finally Toast. Oh, finally Toast. Where's Toast been this whole time? She went as far as to suggest the idea that if we got a full-time house manager, that as a result, Yvonne would be kicked. Here we go. We got a little context here. And this is the text between Pokimane and who? Yo, what are you doing right now? Hi. So quarantine has made it apparent that offline TV really hasn't led prioritized by anyone. And I don't mean like talent doesn't care about it, because our jobs is to be the talent. Oh, this is between Lily. Okay, so Pokimane sent the text chain between Lily and herself. You mean like Chris and Chan? Okay, great. And I know Fed is particularly talented, so he's exactly... so many text messages. This is her. Basically this. Want me to pull some funny S? This is boring. But this is exactly what he was talking about. These are the text messages that Pokimane had with Lily complaining about Yvonne. So let's see. I show these DMs because they further show that I had no interest seeing Yvonne fired. Exactly. If I truly wanted her out, I wouldn't go as far as defend the decision. Okay, great. And here, darn it, the texts are here again. So this is him and Lily talking about how, you know, he's supportive. Why would you link it twice? So I think we need to get together and make solid decisions as a group, or else the decisions will force themselves onto us down the road. For example, if we had someone to help manage, what happens to Yvonne? Isn't that weird? Yeah, true. And yeah, we'll talk things out tomorrow after the meeting. You talk to Toast Scara about it. Okay. Conclusions! Here we go, Fedmyster. The conclusions. This is gonna be great. We're getting somewhere here. Take a drink every time Poki lies. This is Perrier. It's not like alcohol or anything. Oh man, it's crazy nowadays. Anything can be used against you. Oh, Aram Crux, thank you so much. A, love your videos. Always make me laugh. Can't believe you don't have more subs, honestly. Keep the quality content coming. Thank you so much. I do my best. And you're right, Domi. She's definitely playing this guy 100%. I actually feel for him a little bit. Like, I can objectively say he should have moved on a lot earlier, but at the time, he obviously doesn't know what's good for him, right? Because he's in the situation. Okay, here we go. Conclusions of the stream. So he's responding to Pokimane's stream again. I want to make it clear, I spent months debating on whether or not to release this because I know how much pain it might cause everyone involved. Okay, so he wasn't even going to release this document. It got released like by somebody else, to be completely honest. I know this will in no way clear my name, but where did I skipped something. Clear my name, but it's been hard to sleep at night when I know there's so much misinformation and spiteful narratives against me. Ooh, that's very true. Especially, yeah, like, you know how bad this is? He's 25 years old and his name is being dragged through the mud. He gets kicked out of the house for like the two people that said that he harassed them, and then Pokimane is like, he's lying about me. It's gotta be tough. I know I'm an imperfect person who has made mistakes, but never have I ever wanted to intentionally hurt anyone. I'm working on growing and becoming more aware of my actions with goals to be a person I could never have been before this. Okay, overall, it's clear to me that she used her stream and Yvonne and Lily's statement to cover up her own insecurities. Oh, that's bold. and failures. Ooh, that's a punch in the gut. Oh, jeez Louise. As I look through all of the streams that were made about me, not including Yvonne's and Lily's, it's abundantly evident that she was at the center of collecting information about me and passing the information onto our friends with little care for accuracy or truth, so she could help them twist and align their stories with the narrative she's trying to fabricate. It appears she has some resentments. Why is that? Resentment. Here we go. Listen.
I opened up about my past experiences with Fed to all.
Rewind.
Mind you, this was very recent, and this was the first time I opened up about my past experiences with Fed to all the girls in our friend circle, and this led to everyone slowly opening up about their negative experiences with Fed. Mind you, I felt like it was a good enough time to talk about my resentment because it was way past everything that happened.
Resentment. She said it right there. She's got resentment. Ooh. Okay. It appears she has resentment over me. Nice. Over what me and changing. Yet, a month later, I posted a photo on Instagram captioning, "I'm working on myself." 1 hour later, she unfollowed me off social media. And 2 hours later, she posted this tweet with comments taken straight from my post. It seems she is less interested in seeing me change and more interested in seeing me cancelled. So this is what she posted. "In this industry, a girl F's up. What a fake B. Such a worthless piece of S. Also, go die in a hole. A guy F's up. Oh my god, King, don't worry." Okay. A little salty there, Pokimane. Pokimane? Oh, I get it. Pokimane. Her name's Imane. I had no idea. Guys, I had no idea. Jeez. This is messed up. Okay. No more Mr. Nice Poki. Okay, so here we go. The intervention aftermath. Here we go. I just want to quickly mention all the steps I took after the intervention. As a house, they agreed that they didn't want to see me burn. I was going to release my own statement with everyone's approval. When the intervention happened, I took it all very seriously. I am very sorry. Okay, so this is after the house had an intervention for him, like I said in the beginning of the video, and basically they sat him down, they talked about his problems, and then he's saying that he's growing and he's working on himself. And to end, he says, "Overall, it is clear Poki and I have a very volatile relationship, and I'm certainly guilty of being inconsiderate, oversharing, breaking our trust, but I hope that this information sheds light on my side of things and gives a much more needed context that wasn't initially provided. Never at any point was I trying to manipulate or keep Poki from making friends. I never wanted Yvonne fired. It horrifies me how much, for how long, misinformation about me and my character have been out there. Like I said, there are some issues I'm working on, and I feel I've already made a lot of progress." So he made this in 2018 when Pokimane made her video. How messed up is this that it came out now, 2 years later? "I only hope that one day I can be the man I could never have been before all of this. I really wish I didn't have to show text such DMs, as this is something I'm profoundly against." Okay, don't underline it. "But this was an important person in my life for years, and for her to manipulate the narrative the way she did to the public leaves me no choice, because I am not the person she described. I want to defend myself where possible, just giving context to thing I feel necessary." Guys, you seen this? Is this a joke? So this is Fedmyster's entire full document, 25 pages, basically going punch for punch against Pokimane's very first video that she made, calling him out. "I'm sober in therapy. I've learned a lot about myself, my issues. I'm working very hard to address the issues." Okay, great. "I also want to add I've similar statements for others, not Yvonne and Lily, and these statements include apologies but also dispute some claims. Currently, I have not decided whether to post them." Yeah, probably. Don't worry, don't post them. "Personal update. I am not going to sugarcoat it. The last few months have been some of my most dark and challenging." Okay, we don't need to read this. We all understand that he's going through a rough time. But now, let's move on a little bit. let's move on, because that was Fedmyster. 25 pages of Pokimane lying and him backing it up with receipts, but also kind of making him seem like he was really into her and she wasn't really into him, but she did flirt with him to keep him on the hook. We all know that now. So let's read Pokimane's rebuttal. But first, can we talk about this again? I will commence shortly. This more like this. Like that alone is a meme. So let's go to her document. And it starts with an introduction. This is Pokimane's document, everybody, and it's 11 pages long. We've got some more text messages, and let's see what she has to say. But before we go through that, here's a quick clip of Pokimane explaining a little something about her and Fed. Just watch.
Again, around the time that we first started talking, I was like, do I like him, do I not? And then when he showed up, I was really flattered by that because I don't have like a shit ton of dating experience and no one had ever done such like an extravagant thing per se to surprise me. So I was like, oh, maybe I should give him a chance. And so in Canada, I was like trying to open my heart up to the idea a bit more. But I realized it just didn't feel right, essentially. And I was like, oh, okay, now I know like this is not something that I want to pursue. So when we came back home, again, May-ish, I had that talk with him.
Okay, now that we've seen that, now we all understand what's going on. Let's get right into the Pokimane document. Has it really been? It took me 56 minutes to get through 25 pages, and I skimmed a lot of it. And by skimmed, I mean sped read, because I'm a speed reader. Okay, introduction. Let's get that music back on, shall we? Intro. This is Pokimane talking, by the way. Wow, some tools may be unavailable due to heavy traffic. There's 90 plus people looking at it right now. Intro. I've talked about my experience with Fed in the past, and I'm really disappointed that leaked and misleading messages have made it necessary for me to respond once again. I feel forced to share my side of the story, now with evidence and context. Okay, great. To hopefully close this chapter once and for all, knowing how much it hurts to private convos leaked, I didn't want to come to... okay, great. Thanks, Pokimane. Can we get to the leak? The leak! I found out about this document weeks ago because one of Fed's viewers DM'd one of the offline TV members with a link to it. Technically, a prior version. There was no update at the bottom. Certainly, private texts were not in the document I saw. Snap. So like I said, Fedmyster made this probably a couple years ago, and then he didn't have the courage to release it. I was horrified that a viewer of his had such private messages of mine, and I immediately contacted Fed. We spent a couple days talking things through and coming to an understanding on how to handle things. I also informed him how the document was shared with me, so he was well aware of the specific person who was doing this. Over the next few weeks, I would come... what is this got to do with anything? I would have to have my close friend and other streamers message me and tell me they were also sent the document. Every time my privacy was further violated, I would tell Fed, and he would tell me, okay, great. Oh, the Google Docs have been deleted. Yes, yeah, I told you. It kept happening multiple times afterwards, making it hard for me to believe that he didn't want this to be shared. Okay, great. So Pokimane just says every time a leak came out, she knew about it. She talked about it with Fed. Right? Oh, wait. Do we have another Kowalski? Kowalski analysis. Poki flirt with Fed. Fed got message wrong. Poki friend zones him. Fed's sad. Poki constant lie. Thank you, Kowalski. Great stuff. Okay. Now we're talking. Let's get back into it. Asher, start responding to the chat. Oh, I'm responding. I'm doing a little bit of both. So let's continue reading here, shall we? Yvonne/offline TV. I'd like to give context to the messages he included of me talking about Yvonne. Okay, so this is when she was like, Yvonne this, Yvonne that. Like she was the one who wanted Yvonne fired, not Fedmyster. That's what she's referring to. Since the leaked document attempts to imply that I was plotting against her with this was not the case at all. I'm really disappointed that he would try to publicly pit us against each other, especially since he knows us personally and the reality of the situation. On top of that, what he's already put me through. Okay, great. Thanks, Pokimane. This situation is also heavily impacted by the fact that Fed touched Yvonne inappropriately, which is something offline TV members weren't aware of until later. Ooh, oh god, I just got demonetized. Please keep this in mind when reading the screenshots involving the house members, because they didn't know and have done everything in their power to help Yvonne since they found out. Is she trying to clear her name, or is she just trying to throw Fed under the bus more? I can't tell. Because I was so close to Fed, he would rant or vent to me about others a lot. Everyone was a sore topic for him, where he could continuously complain about her. He would complain that he was taking on her workload and that she would deny his attempts to get her to do work on offline TV and stream instead. They're contradicting each other here. She's saying that Fedmyster was complaining about Yvonne. He's saying that she was complaining about Yvonne. And they both have receipts to back it up. So both of them are in the wrong here. So it seems, but I'm not going to make any judgments until I read this. Looking back at this now, no one can blame Yvonne for wanting to avoid him. But no one knew that Fed did at the time. I've included an example of this below. What? He would complain? What? Okay, let's read this. What the heck? Shoot, I dropped my Pokemon cards. Can I zoom in? Okay, we're zooming in here. We're zooming in. Goes into Yvonne's... Okay, this is Fed. Messaging Pokimane. Goes into Yvonne's room. Yo, let's think of a prank / content idea since Lily I'll be out. Immediately gets into a game of League. Smiley face. Okay, she does like the Korean... I think it's Huck. I leave and she says, hey, you gotta think of something, right? Yeah. Tell her what you think. Alright. Okay, so this is him complaining in a nice way, so it seems, that Yvonne is playing League instead of making content. Tell her what you think. Alright, I'll do that now. Why? I was surprised. I asked her when her game was done. Oh, she meant game. Nice. Thanks, Fed. Was done if she could come upstairs and brainstorm some stuff. She gave me this face. I want to keep playing. I gave her a long stare, then walked out. Okay, so he's venting. I'm out here whiteboarding. Okay, great. I'll join you when I get kicked. You should tell her it's kind of part of her job though. You know I hate confrontation. It's fine though. When you think about it, I didn't realistically think she could contribute much, but it's nice to have a human around. Okay. So Fedmyster's venting about Yvonne playing League and not making content to Pokimane. Why are they leaking each other's DMs? This is weird. These texts were from May 25th, 2019. Guys, have you seen this? I don't think Netflix is gonna make a show about this. This is like the most boring show of all. Actually, maybe. It's kind of like Gossip Girl. This is basically Gossip Girl. Like Gossip Girl is out there. XOXO. Today, Fedmyster did this. You know? Okay, here we go. Cancel both. Get the furries. Get the simps. Get the gamers, Karens, and destroy them. That's a pretty accurate assumption. But what do the furries have to do with this? Okay, here we go. These texts were from May 25th, whereas Fed shared screenshots of things parroted about Yvonne months later on October 5th. I was not the only person that Fed would vent about Yvonne, though. I repeatedly heard the same thing from him throughout those months. He would also go to the house members to complain multiple times over, which ultimately led to the point of offline TV having a meeting to discuss everything. The below texts were after the meeting and showcase that topics stemmed from Fed bringing up issues. You know, I was going to make a video about Jake Paul beating... winning his boxing match, and instead I decided to do this. Why? I don't know. This is a lot less interesting. Okay, so here we go. Fedmyster, here we go. I talked to Toast about the meeting, and we agreed that we should only bring up Yvonne thing if we were considering a new third roommate. But I'm kind of glad. You see how things are when you live with the purple people you work with and you're under the age of like 25? It gets messy. People feel this isn't a content house. This is like a frat house. Everyone's hooking up with each other. They're gossiping. Like, this is messed up. Oh, I didn't know. Plus, it kind of came up in an okay way, I think. You guys segmented into that. Yeah, I'm actually glad. Okay. I was like, why isn't Fed bringing it up? Haha, yeah. It was probably better this way, to be honest. If it came from me, she would feel, I don't know, different because of our relationship, but it's all good. Cat's out of the bag. Makes sense. Okay, these conversations aren't giving context to anything that she's saying other than the fact that he would complain about Yvonne. But I don't want to skip anything. Makes sense. It could come it came up pretty organically. I was surprised Skara had so much to say. I think I talked about it with Skara the most out of everyone. Whoa, I had no clue. Here we go. I think I talked about it with Skara. And she writes, he complained to other offline TV members about Yvonne. Okay. That's great. Cat's out of the bag, you know? There we go. We're still on Yvonne. Can we skip Yvonne? Yvonne's boring. As you can see, there are also other members of the OTV that were speaking on behalf of Fed. As it genuinely... Guys, if you don't know, I have a Pokemon channel. And I just did an unboxing of the Orbital V booster box. And I'm posting it tomorrow on my Pokemon channel. I just thought I would say that because we need a break from all this nonsense. Because this document is supposed to be clearing her name, but so far she's just throwing Fedmyster under the bus a little more. As you see, there are also members of offline TV that were speaking up on behalf of Fed, as it was genuinely because we were under the impression from Fed that there was a problem that needed fixing. At this point in time, no one else in OTV house had the context that Fed had touched her inappropriately. Why does she keep bringing that up? Okay. What the frick's going on? Cash Find Me says, I just can't get over how this dude... I don't think there was any piping. She has no self-respect. Could have let the dog... I really don't think she did anything of the sort. I think that's why he's so mad. They had like a relationship that wasn't physical. He just had a crush on her. As far as what I can see. I didn't see anything about anything else. Okay, here we go. Let's get back into it. Whew. There was also a different set of texts which show my concern for the lack of work being put into the OTV during the beginning of quarantine. At that time, everyone in the house, including Fed and Yvonne, was very confused. Very focused on streaming. I'm dyslexic, I'm sorry. And was worried about OTV was being left on the back burner. To contextualize my concerns, OTV has a history of hiring core employees that later become content creators. So Fed, Chris, Pekka, and Edison were all employees that became content creators. And I'm generally happy for the people who are inspired to create content and are successful. For the overall sake of the OTV company, there are very important roles that need dedication in order for the overall group to function. This sounds terrible. I think the best content house is probably FaZe Clan. Right? Actually, no. FaZe Clan has had some drama with Tfue and stuff. I don't know. No content house is good. No, Sidemen. I think Sidemen is the best. Like, at least Sidemen, they're not like leaking DMs. Nope. Wait, they all made diss tracks against each other. That's not true. Yeah. I don't know. They all suck. They all suck. Like, this is ridiculous. Okay, here we go. There are very important... Okay, I read that. In Fed's document, he claims he told me what happened between them. But Fed also told Yvonne... Oh, snap. And Yvonne shared this in her statement and Dr. K Talk. That he didn't remember what happened. I want to make it clear that I did not have full awareness of what Fed did to Yvonne during any of the text/incidents shown and briefly mentioned to me in late 2019, first Yvonne, then by Fed, that there are uncomfortable incidents that happened between them, but no details were shared with me. I had no clue of the severity of the extent of the situation until much later. I learned of the full situation when she publicly spoke to Dr. K and privately in a heartfelt talk with our girlfriends. Okay, so right now she's talking about Fed again, inappropriately interacting with Yvonne, and Yvonne bringing it up to Dr. K. In my initial stream discussing Fed, I was extremely frustrated because I just found out what fully happened to Yvonne. And to think back at the times he complained to me about her and I would blindly believed him made me livid. The same complaints that almost caused her to be let go from OTV, even more so than that. I'm frustrated with myself not for speaking to Yvonne and understanding her earlier. Given the context that I now have of what Fed had done to her, of course, I would have never said any of those things or wanted her fired. Anyone in her position would have reacted in the same way in the attempt to avoid someone who has touched them inappropriately. What is happening? Oof. Jonathan, I kind of agree with you there, because the whole end of Fed's document was talking about how he's sober, which probably means he may have had a substance abuse problem, and he's in therapy, and he's talking to people, so it seems a little. So Pokimane bringing it up again, it's a little insensitive, but I guess he's trying to paint a picture, I guess. Since then, Yvonne and I talked in private about what I've said and came to a relieving understanding. After an apology from my end, I regret the added stress we put her through. I'm so sorry to both Yvonne and anyone who read my messages with Fed. Okay. Oh, okay. So she's basically saying that she's sorry for talking about Yvonne behind her back. I hired Yvonne to work with me back in 2018, knowing that she was smart, thoughtful, and an overall pleasure to work with. I then personally recommended for an in-house position at OTV and was looking forward to working with her in person. She has grown in her role of OTV and as a content creator as well, and I'm very grateful. Fed time. Fed time. It's Fed time. It's Fed time. Pokimane makes me cringe. They're both cringy. Fedmyster and Pokimane are the cringiest people ever. Their whole flirtmance relationship was super strange. Roommates texting, talking about what they're doing, and they're listening it throughout the walls. Not cool. Not cool. But let's continue. Fed was my closest friend for a long time. Wait. I need to change the song. Okay, wait. Now that we have something a little... Okay, watch. Listen. Okay. Fed was my closest friend for a long time. During the OTV Taiwan trip in February 2018, we became closer and considered pursuing a relationship. This is where a lot of the flirty texts shown in Fed's document are from. A couple months later, after he visited me in Canada, and when we traveled back home together, I told him I didn't want to be more than friends. Didn't want to be more than friends, guys. Weeks later, OTV held a party where I expressed interest in meeting a specific person, later referred to as Steve. After the party, Steve confided in me that Fed told him that Fed and I had a thing and asked Steve not to tell anyone. This really upset me and felt like a massive breach of trust, especially since I happened after I told Fed that I only wanted to be friends. I confronted about this immediately and apologized. Also, prior to my stream where I spoke about Yvonne and Lily's situation with Fed, I messaged him to give him the heads up, and he specifically asked me not to bring it up to the public. 1. And here's a text. Thanks, I really appreciate that. Is there anything that you would really like me to leave out? If I can accommodate, but I also don't want to make things terribly difficult for you, I won't mention the blank personal details. If you can find it to leave out telling blank that you and I were a thing, It's something I would not like mentioned, but I understand not. Otherwise, I trust you, and I think you're doing the right thing. What's best for Lily and Yvonne's comfort. I'm sorry. Okay, that's part 1. He admitted to the mistake when speaking to my best friend Janet after the intervention. And that's 2. Hi, Fed. This is Janet and Fed. A little bit. Hi, Fed. Yeah, a little bit. Don't know the details, just that there was an intervention. How you doing? And he said, well, pretty bad. Got a minute to talk. I can give you all the details. So then we called, and he told me about what I thought was everything. I hate use one text. Why you? It's not BBM. Why are there so many breaks in conversation? It's making me read it awkwardly. He told me about him and the Steve situation with you. He said he lied a lot. He admitted to Janet that he lied to Steve. Okay, so here we go. Sounds like a lot of lies. He lied to quote unquote Steve that he was and told him that he was dating Pokimane. Pokimane lied that nothing was going on between them. Okay, so now we know they're both liars. Let me just take a quick sip here. Very sad stuff, but I think we can get back to the happy music. Okay, this is why it's so difficult for me to believe him when he just now, years after the incident, months after it became public, attempts to deny it. Fed has been known to be a serial flirt. What is that going to do with anything? This was brought up several times in an intervention we held for Fed. Whoa, what song is this? Super Mario Sunshine? Okay. So the girls at the intervention were all okay with this info being shared. For a long time, we all thought his flirtatious tendencies were just an innocent and natural part of who he is. I admit and take responsibility for the times that I later reciprocated. You mean like every time? And the ways in which this could have complicated our relationship. Could have complicated our relationship? They were having like a full-on flirtmance. I would also I would also constantly hear of the ways in which he flirted with other girls and his ships meaning relationships, and often saw in his streams as well, which made any reciprocations feel casual and insignificant. Okay, so now she's justifying the fact that she would flirt with Fedmyster because he flirts with everyone and it's fine. If she flirts with him, it doesn't make any difference. It may have been naive, but it was far from how he's attempting to portray me. Is this making her innocent? I don't get it. I try to be transparent about who I was seeing, like Steve, in a conscious effort to be open and not lead him on, which I now realize struck Fed as hurtful. I understand it must have been tough to move on from someone you live with, but I figured it was better that I was upfront. Okay, great. Good for you, Pokimane. He broke his heart and you were upfront about it. What do you guys think? I have 145 maps of Italy on my computer. Nice. Pokimane is dead to me. Oh yeah? Asher plays trailer. Play trailer Eva special. Trailer Eva special. Let's see what that is. Ooh. Ooh, I can't play this. It's owned by Milan Records. Wait. Okay, here we go. Let's continue this drivel. What page am I on? Page 6. Ugh. This drivel. Okay, so he's a serial flirt. Pokimane reciprocated it, but she thought it was fine because he's so flirty. I try to be transparent in a conscious effort to not lead him on, okay, there we go. I understand it must have been tough to move on. Okay, I read that. Fed also had the habit of sleeping in girls' beds, Lily, Yvonne's, and mine. Ooh la la. OTV viewers might remember this because it was something that we spoke about as being an odd habit, and we thought the sleepovers were strange. If you think a guy sleeping in your bed is strange, don't let him sleep in your bed. It's simple as that. They live together. You could leave. You could get up and leave. Like, be like, Fed, go to your own room. Did he not have a room? Okay, unless he's like jumping in their bed, but while they're sleeping, I don't understand. Okay, so they thought it was strange, but harmless and just for fun. Okay, you can't say that it's harmless and just for fun, but also strange. Fed clearly enjoyed the comfort and intimacy he could find in his relationship with many girls, and I was no exception. Ooh la 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 la. Unfortunately, he also had a habit of pushing that boundary, not only for me. Oh, frig. Pokimane. Where's the FBI? But with other girls as well, which was difficult for us to properly manage while considering the larger friendship circle and dynamic. Snap. These are bold claims. He's jumping in beds and he's crossing the line is what she's saying. Our friendship was complicated and confusing. Yeah, of course. He came to Canada for you. And there was times where we unintentionally hurt each other. You don't seem very hurt. Would it have been possible to cut things off completely? Fed was my closest friend at the time. My roommate and my coworker, talent at OTV. Okay, this is the problem here. Here's the problem. Fedmyster was her best friend. Pokimane was his love of his life. So he got played. He got played, and he was also a playboy, apparently, jumping into people's beds. What the frig? Anytime I tried to reinforce that I wanted to be friends, we were always in the same vicinity, and he would attempt to flirt and push that boundary again. Here's the problem with this. She's saying the complete opposite of what he's saying. She said that I was up front and then he crossed the line. And he's saying she told me that she didn't want anything to happen, but then months down the line she would flirt with him again. So I don't get it. I don't get it. Thank you, Justin. You're awesome. Ugh. There was a massive pressure and encouragement for us to interact with each other on camera, streams, and vlogs. Oh, because they work with each other. Who could have seen that coming? Getting into a ship with somebody you work and live with. Who could have seen that coming? We'd also had several conversations, both in real life and over text, pertaining to the complications of our friendship, as it wasn't a one-sided issue. Over time, I learned to properly draw that boundary. These issues slowly became less frequent. Okay, so she draws the line in the sand. We got it. Now we're talking. Oh, shoot. Did I miss something in Waifu Wars? Oh, no. No, I missed something in Waifu Wars. Oh, well. I missed it. Okay. Fed included messages of hotel room discussions that were misleading and taken out of context. To clarify, a few of us wound up in Vegas the same time around December 2018. I was there for a sponsored event. Lily and Fed were there with some friends separately having fun. I messaged him and told him we, plural, as myself and the girls, had a hotel room. I wanted for us to all stay together in his much larger room unless he wanted to stay alone. Okay, great. So he could be at liberty to bring any girls with him. Okay, great. So all of us stayed together in Fed's room for the entirety of the trip. Great. And this is the picture here. To reiterate, Fed and I never stayed alone. There are photos and video proof of this. So this is exactly the text messages between Pokimane and him that he put on his document. Okay, so we got a hotel room, but I can stay in yours, me and Lily. She said I. What? We got a hotel room, me and Lily, but I can stay in yours. She said I, but also I can stay in mine because, you know, referencing that I'm good to stay in the hotel room if he needs privacy. Okay. If you don't respond, then I'ma go to mine. And then he said mine because he's a simp. You sure? I really want to give you that freedom to do what you want. Again, not wanting to get in the way of him bringing back other girls. I didn't realize this guy was like, it's freaking Fabio. Bringing back girls in Vegas? I'm pretty sure he wouldn't have been able to pick up any girls in Vegas. It's no worries. We, me and Lily, have 2 beds at the other room. Yes. Beg for me to stay with you. Cringe joke, lol. Just by saying it's a cringe joke, lol, he doesn't know that. Okay, I joke. KK, I'll come if you're sure. I'm sure. Okay, say it again. Yes, please stay with me. Simp alert. Fed wasn't in the group shot. Yvonne and Lily can confirm that we collectively stayed together in his room. Great. Kowalski analysis time. So the problem here is Fed is kind of a pervert, and Pokimane keeps capping, giving them both reasons to argue back. Very good analysis, Kowalski. I like it a lot. Oh man, I like how he's in Vegas and he's like, Pokimane, want to stay with me? Yo, it's Vegas. Like, do something else. Gamble. Aren't there like strip clubs? Okay, it's extremely frustrating to see so many private and old incidents misinterpreted to intentionally favor him. It's also difficult to properly show my perspective without further invading Fed's privacy or other girls' privacy. Great. In summary, I hear a lot of hurt feelings in Fed's statement when it comes to our friendship. I cared about Fed a lot and would have wanted and wouldn't have wanted to hurt him. His feelings are valid and a good reminder to me that, can I zoom in? Because like my eyes are giving out here. And a good reminder to me that what one person thinks may be going on in a friendship don't always match up with the other person's expectations. Facts. Looking back, I would have done things a lot differently. Yeah, you better. And I know for a fact that neither of us handled the situation perfectly. Privately, however, our private conversations heavily lacked context, and I'm not okay with how they were misinterpreted. So they're both saying, there's no context. Pokimane's stream didn't have context. The DMs didn't have context. There's no context. Why are we talking about this? Like, what the heck is going on here? And this is redonkulous. Shoot, did I miss something here? Okay. The way Fed framed my conversations with him regarding Jody is extremely one-sided. Who's Jody? This is something that Jody and I have talked about privately weeks ago, where I've owned up to and apologized for the messages. Okay, so Jody is who? Let me know how your date with Jody goes. Jeez, this year has been unreal for you. I'm not going on any date with her. Oh, stop. You'd be down if she was in town. Just let me know how it goes. I like the stories. Okay, sure. We'll let you know. Okay, I like the honesty. Okay, so Jody's a girl that Fed went on a date with? Wow, look at him backpedaling. He's going on a date with Jody, but Pokimane's like, how's it going? And then he's like, for real, I'm not remotely interested in her. Honestly, me, Leslie, and Yvonne talked about this. I feel hella exploited. And when we were hanging out, he didn't have to say any of this. He didn't just be like, yeah, I'm going on a date with her. You jealous? Yo, Fedmyster, he is. And she thought he was going to pick up girls in Vegas? Okay, take it easy, Pac Lenny. He's got no game. No game. That doesn't sound normal. Isn't she really close with Leslie? Yo. Okay, here we go. The 2 pieces of context I like to provide are that 1, early in the day, I was under the impression that they were going on a date and was being supportive. 2, the things I said about Jody are essentially me parroting Fed's opinion of her. Oh my god. which he also shared with me earlier that day. So he was like, I'm not interested in her. Okay. That's interesting. But not interested at all. They were also a result of perception of her being skewed and negative because of the info he gave me about how he felt exploited by her. See, this is what happens when you leak DMs and you don't put all of the information in there. Yeah, Jody is a streamer. I guess she was originally just one of their hires who became a streamer afterwards. What's up, Drastic Builds? You're definitely right. Both of these documents are super, like, I wouldn't say vague. Please note that some of the text and names have been removed out of respect to my friend's privacy. Wow, okay. Oh, we got more. Maybe she's just not the most considerate person. Okay, here we go. So Pokimane said that Jody isn't a considerate person, but that's after he said that he's not interested in her, he feels exploited, and she ignores Leslie and all the other people unless they're hanging out in Minecraft. This is dumb. This whole thing is dumb. Pokimane's dumb. Fedmyster's dumb. Content houses are dumb. Offline TV is dumb. What happened to good old Team 10? Now that was a content house. Remember Every Day, bro? That's the kind of content you get with sweet content houses like Team 10. Catherine, I only recently found your channel and could have sworn you had more subs. This live deserves more viewers. Thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you saying that. I don't get YouTube. I post a video. Sometimes it does super well. Sometimes it does average. Sometimes YouTube suppresses it. Like the video I posted yesterday. Nobody saw it, but that's okay. Let's continue reading because, oh, bad. We're almost at the conclusions. This Jody stuff is just proof that Pokimane was only mean to Jody after Fedmyster was mean to Jody. Later that day, I heard Jody speaking about Fed on her stream, and having heard all these negative things about her from him, I had very skewed perception of everything she said. Here is the reply that he initially left out from the screenshot, showcasing this is not a one-sided exchange. It would have been nice if she had put in his screenshot too. Not only are you kind of a news channel, but you can be funny while doing it. Thank you. I appreciate you saying that. That's the objective here. Sounding. Where is what did I read? What did I read? Okay, here we go. Here he is. I can't stand people obviously acting more drunk than that. Makes me gag. Anyways, that's my vent for the day. Love you. Have a good stream. Sorry for the spam while you're streaming. I legit tuned in for not even 3 minutes and she spoke about you twice. I was like, I gotta go by. Haha, please continue. I love it. Okay, so this is Pokimane venting to Fed about how Jody was talking about Fed. This is ridiculous. Proof these messages happened the same day. Okay, so then she put proof. This is the end. So far, Pokimane only defended herself about the Jody situation. She threw him under the bus again about the Yvonne situation. She talked about the sleeping arrangements in Vegas. And she barely apologized for leading him on because they had some sort of flirtmance going on. Okay. None of this had to be said, really. It doesn't really exonerate anybody. What's up? How you doing, Ned? What did you miss? You missed a whole bunch of nonsense. This is a very familiar pattern for Fed. Many others spoke about it. I love when people say many other friends spoke about it. Like, what friends? Does it matter? It's like when someone says, you're rude and everyone thinks so. Who's everyone? Like, just because you say everyone thinks so doesn't make it true. It's something I specifically called him out for in my first stream, and directly to him at the intervention. He would spread doubts, rumors, egging people on to think negatively of each other and dividing people up. I don't know if this was intentional, but it kept others apart and Fed as their main confidant. Example. Okay, we got an example here. Open link.
Come to our house all the time, always in a bad mood, and it was always because it was like, oh, Fed's over. Stuff with TV's like not good right now. Like that was it. He would run away. He would run away constantly, and then while he's there, he's like just spreading bad vibes about OTV, which would slowly start to push us away from them. I'd start to have these really negative thoughts about Poki. Like I really thought like, wow, like she's driving him crazy. Poor guy. Like, man, like, you know, I had all these negative thoughts about her, and I apologized to her directly about like not talking to her in the moment. Instead just believing everything Fed was saying, because at the moment Fed is my close friend, you know?
Okay. What the heck was this? So that's basically just... Oh no! Go back. No, this is fine. Okay. That was good. So that's... So when she says many other friends spoke about it, that's what she means. Okay. I hope the screenshots and added context shows how disingenuous it was of Fed to attempt to frame this conversation as me being possessive of him. Regardless, I really regret having spoken of Jody in this way. Let's forget about Jody, shall we? It also taught me a valuable lesson in not only who to trust, but taking opinions with a grain of salt. If it should teach you anything, don't badmouth people behind their back in text messages. Like, what are you doing? Like, really? Like, what the frig is going on here? Conclusion. Wait, what's this? Jody's experience with Fed. I'm not reading this. I don't care about Jody's experience with Fed. Conclusion. Ultimately, my complicated and volatile friendship. It should be like friendship plus. Had no part in why he was kicked out of offline TV, and such private details never needed to be public. True. But then you made this entire document doing the exact same thing. Okay. It was extremely jarring to have my privacy violated by someone I trusted for so long. Out of the respect to my friends who were mentioned in these convos, they were all shown the text and were, of course, given the option to decline any convos from being included. If any part of the convos were blocked, I have done so to maintain privacy for them and will not disclose that info. I hope this context shows my side of the story. Notes. I love when people leave notes. Like, what are you leaving notes for? This is posted to my alt account because so much personal info has already been shared. I would like to clarify my side of the story and not bring any additional attention to these past issues. Okay, boring. Okay, great. So,
everybody else, but before we do that,
what's this? Okay, I thought
The best part about
okay, I was just seeing what else is going on. Okay, that's it. Now we know exactly what happened. We have the two sides of the story. Two sides, two different documents. One 11 pages. The other was how many pages? 25. Yeah, let's get Pokimane dancing in the background while I talk about this. And finally, we can put this to rest. Please? Like, I'm tired of this. Like, it doesn't make any sense why this is even happening. Ugh. And especially replying to something like a stream that happened like a year ago. So what are we thinking here, chat? What are we thinking? Pokimane versus Fedmyster. Who do you think is better? Fedmyster or Pokimane? I think both of them are idiots, to be completely honest. Like, it's honestly really... Okay, Kowalski has an analysis. I feel the main reason why Fed was really kicked out of OTV is because they didn't like him anyway. His bad attitude and the fact that he could have slept in other people's beds probably make you hashtag Poki. That's true. I would definitely say that's true. He definitely got kicked out for his own actions, right? Like, the fact that he said that he's deciding to get help, he knows he did something wrong and he did do something wrong. But I think Pokimane's entire, like, response to the leak was kind of, it didn't really do much. It justified, like, a couple of the accusations, but not everything. Overall, it's boring. Okay, so Ned Flatter says that he's on Fed's side. I'm right now, I'm on no one's side. I think they're both buffoons. Both very interesting. Yes, very interesting. Fedmyster's document was good because it had those messages about Pokimane with the emojis. That like that was interesting to see that Pokimane was so lewd. Like, why so lewd, Poki? But the fact that he left out key information in the text messages kind of makes them both sus. They're both sus. That's my objection. Order in the court. Both sus is my ruling. I sentence Pokimane to 1 year in the gulag with no chance of being brought back. Hear ye, hear ye. I sentence Fedmyster to stop being a simp. Stop falling for girls that clearly don't like you. And I sentence Offline TV. Order in the courtroom. I sentence Offline TV to stop making content with each other and sleeping in each other's beds. Everybody get your own house and meet up like Vine used to. Remember Vine? Everyone would live in the same building and they would make content together. That was fine. But living in the same house is kind of ridiculous. Can you record a Reddit video on stream? I'm saving all my Reddit posts. Here, let me see. I'll go on Reddit right now. Oh, no, I'm not logged in. Shoot. Okay. Here we go. Where's my subreddit? r/the Asher Show. Here we go. Let's sort by new. Okay. Okay, we got some good stuff on here. But not enough. I don't think I have enough to make a video yet. So as soon as I get more Reddit submissions, I'm going to be posting a Reddit video. So make sure you check out r/the Asher Show for sure. And if you didn't already, I made a full. If you guys want something to do this weekend, check out the video that I posted. I'm going to leave the link in the description because I posted a movie review and nobody saw it just because YouTube kept deleting the comment section. They kept disabling the comments, and every time, if you disable your comments, it restricts your video's access. So I decided to let you guys know here. I'm gonna pin the message. Check it out. What memes do you want on Reddit? Any memes, things that will make me laugh. But it doesn't have to be memes. It can be memes. It can be questions. It can be things that you think are funny. Anything that I can make into a movie. Kowalski analysis. I saw it and I loved the movie review. Thank you so much. Like, that video took me a long time. I'm a little upset that it didn't do as well as it should have. Just because, like, I messaged YouTube and they were like, sorry about that. I'm going to go watch the vid after the stream. Amazing. Asher, make a new channel, Asher Live, for the best parts of the live stream. I don't think I can make another channel. You know how many channels I have, guys? I legitimately have 4 channels. A vlog channel, a Pokemon unboxing channel that I just started, which is doing really well and I really like it. A gaming channel, which I haven't posted on in a month. and this channel. I don't think I can make another one. Not for now, at least. Aiden, bro. Asha, how are you today? I'm good. Thank you for asking. Okay. Asha, cancel Asha. He called me a poopy head. Yo, I would never call someone a poopy head. That's just rude. I want to watch the movie before I watch the vid. Oh, that's a good idea. Because it's kind of like, definitely spoilers. I should probably put spoiler alert in the description. You should add another topic to your gaming channel. I was going to start doing Valorant and... oh, thank you for subscribing. Billawall. Also, thank you for subscribing. Farine. I missed those. But Rainbow Six Siege, it's just so fun. I'm tired of GN, man. Much love. Yeah. Why is she dancing on screen? I don't know. I feel like I should always have Pokimane dancing on screen. But you know what? I should probably not have her dancing on screen because I'm pretty sure that's how Leafy got banned. Okay, I'm losing my voice. It seems like I'm losing my voice. I've been streaming for an hour and 45 minutes. But everybody that joined today, thank you so much. Thank you again, Arim Crux, for the super chat. I'm posting... Should I post it tomorrow? Okay, new video Thursday. New Pokemon video tomorrow. So, check those both out. Check out the links in the description. Silly Toes just joined and he said, what the H am I watching? And right now, you're just watching me winding down. She ever gonna eat that cheese? No, she's not. Hey, Asher, I heard the Ace family has gotten themselves into some drama. They're always in drama. Like, the Ace family, they talk about people being clout chasers when they're the biggest clout chasers of all time. They call people out. They call people, well, mainly the guy, Austin McBroom. Austin McBroom is... He's like, oh, I want to get into boxing. Everyone's soft. Like, I don't like that. I don't like calling people out just to make your views better. It doesn't make any sense. Give your friend's channel a shout out. Which friend? Go take a rest. Thank you, Kowalski Analysis. I'm going to take a rest. You're definitely right. Thank you so much, guys, for stopping by. This has been a great stream. I'm so glad that everybody decided to stop by today. Like I said, Pokemon channel. Go subscribe to the Pokemon channel. It's my favorite channel that I have right now. And honestly, I have to say, it's so fun. It's called Asha Elite. No, it's not. It's called Asha Extra. And I'm going to be doing some giveaways on there soon. I'm going to leave the link in the description. So if you want, check that out. Who said I don't have friends? Boom, boom, boom. I put it there in the chat. Oh, shoot, it didn't work. There it is. Check it out. I just got here. Nova Child. Don't worry. This whole video is going to be uploaded onto my channel right now as soon as I end the stream. So don't worry. If you missed it, you can skim through it because this has been a long one. Will you ever make a video on Nate versus Jake Paul? That's the video I was going to make today, but I'm going to post that on Thursday. Nate versus Jake Paul is going to be Thursday. I already made the thumbnail. I can show you guys the thumbnail if you want. Here, I'll show you the thumbnail. Here, look. Here, this is the thumbnail. I already made it. Nate versus Jake Paul. Beep. Body reported. Okay, guys, thank you for watching. Make sure you leave this video a thumbs up. Check out the Pokemon channel. Check out the video I posted yesterday, which was a full movie review. Spoilers ahead if you do want to watch the movie. And I'll be back very soon with a brand new video. I appreciate you. Peace out. I can never find my outro. I don't know why I can never find my outro. It's so ridiculous. It doesn't make...